Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sly here with Flo. Flo, Isaiah Winstead cut today from the practice squad to make room for your boy, Ty Davis Price, coming back, which was a bit of a shocker just for the simple fact that Ty Davis Price was cut. His number got taken, 33, by Logan Ryan. And Logan Ryan takes his locker room too. So it just seemed like he wasn't coming back, but 24 hours later, he's back. And it has to do, obviously, with Elijah Mitchell being hurt. They don't know what's going to happen, so they need a third running back. But getting to Isaiah Winstead, to me, a bit of a surprise for the simple fact that he showed out in preseason. He was one of those guys that was making crazy catches, And there's that other guy, Tay Martin, who Larry Kruger's obsessed with. He loves himself some Tay Martin. I thought if it was anyone to be cut, it would have been Tay Martin because he was dropping balls. You saw him on the sideline where he didn't know where the hell out of bounds was, and he would catch that ball. And what would happen? You got to know where your surroundings are. With Winstead, it was completely different. There was one play where it was a pass from, I don't know if you remember this, it was the Chargers, I believe, from Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, he was kind of inaccurate. It was like a simple, I think it was just like a curl or something like that, a crossing route. And he threw the ball under him. Winston just caught the ball with one hand in stride. He's running and he underthrows him. He freaking just catches it and takes off for 22 yards. So out of all the rookies out there, or all the young cats, it was two guys that to me impressed. It was Winstead and it was Ronnie Bell. Those two guys right there were the guys who I really was impressed with. And with Winstead, he was a 4.7 guy. At his pro day, they said he ran a 4.5, but he's a big body. We're talking about 6'4", something we don't have. 6'4", 210, and to me, I was impressed with him. I thought he was a perfect developmental guy, a guy that you bring in next year to compete, because there's going to be a competition for that third wide receiver spot from Juwan Jennings, because Juwan Jennings, I'm sorry to say it, Niner fans, he's going to get paid. Just remember when Kendrick Bourne was going through his third receiver slot, and people were like, "Oh, we're gonna bring him back." Dude, he got paid by the New England Patriots, and so we're gonna try to fill that spot. Bell, to me, really hasn't really shown much. Obviously we have our studs, so it's gonna be hard to do it. But to me, Winstead was that guy that I thought would be a great developmental prospect, but he's gone, cut. How do you feel about it, man?
Yeah, that was pretty much my big thing, too. We know Juwan Jennings, he's going to get paid this offseason, like you said. He's just put up numbers, and he's going to legit be a number 1 or 2 for another team. So he's obviously going to go. And Winstead, he has a similar frame. Big guys, run really good routes, and now we don't have that. After Winstead, that was pretty much it. Like
as far as our young guys, yeah.
Young guys,
but
yeah.
Ayuk,
obviously we have Ayuk and
stud.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as far as like that really big receiver,
yeah,
that was our guy.
Yeah.
For the future, and we cut him to make room for Ty Davis Price. I don't think it's the right move. I know, like you said, it was a necessity because freaking Elijah Mitchell can't stay healthy, but I hopefully nobody picks him up and he's still out there. But I think this is a bad mistake by these guys, because I see this guy next year potentially, like you said, competing for that third spot. Obviously, Ronnie Bell does pretty much similar things to Debo and Ayuk already, so I don't really see him filling that niche. Where Winstead, he is that big body, and not just that, you could use them to kind of scheme for other teams. I know a lot of the times when we're going up against these like A.J. Browns, these big body receivers, that they use him a lot to kind of emulate these guys. Obviously, he's not them, but just that physicality, you can't teach that. You're just born with it, and he was born with it. And I know a lot of people are just like, well, he's not like the most aggressive guy because he's real down-to-earth, calm, but sometimes you need those humble guys who just go out and do their work, and I think Winston was that guy, so I'm kind of a little bit disappointed that they ended up cutting him.
Yeah, who knows if he might come back, just for a simple fact that guys on the practice squad, they don't really, go. He could have been snagged up already. If he was on a practice squad, he could have been picked up by any team on their 53-man roster. Me personally, when it was cut day, I was actually contemplating potentially putting him in there on that 53-man roster. I know it was gonna be close, but I was thinking he performed in a way where he actually deserves a chance, and at worst practice squad, because I'm gonna be real right now, man. I just haven't seen it from Danny Gray. Like, I haven't seen it from Danny Gray at all, man. I want him to perform well, but to me, before he got hurt, he was pissing me off because why? If the ball wasn't thrown right in his damn hands, He was out there screaming at the quarterbacks like, "Yeah, give me the ball right in the hand." And we were hearing that from beat writers. And that right there is like, bro, first of all, you ain't that guy. You've heard that meme. You ain't that guy, son. You ain't that guy. And so I don't know. I just want I want him to succeed. He's a third round pick. But let me ask you a question. If it was Winstead, a third round pick, Danny Gray, the undrafted free agent, who would be there? It would be Winstead, no question about it, because he's outperformed him. And even though he's had that short amount of practice, or it was showcase what he's got, I saw way more from Winstead than Danny Gray. And Danny Gray, to me, he's always hurt. He's like another version of Elijah Mitchell. Not to be mean, I like Elijah Mitchell. I think he's a really good running back. But for some damn reason, this guy can't stay healthy. So, and then we got other guys on the practice squad too. Sneed, who I don't want to sound messed up either, but what is Sneed like going to be for us, like in the future? Nothing. You kind of want to develop these guys, you know. There's no such thing as a farm system in the NFL, and so if there was a perfect guy to probably have that, it would be someone like Winstead. So to me, I thought it was a bad move, and hopefully we could bring him back and get him ready for next season, because he put a tweet out saying, it's gonna get better, and I think that he's still got a chance, because those routes that he ran, I mean, they're clean, man. Have you guys seen those videos of him doing those off the ball routes and him catching those one-handed balls? To me, he kind of reminded me of Brandon Lloyd. Brandon Lloyd with those one-handed circus catches, those things that he was doing. I was impressed by that, So we'll see what happens with him, but there's a lot of things that happen to get him out. And Elijah Mitchell, man, I'm going to just get on this because we probably will make another video about that. If we keep having to put him on IR, I believe you could bring back 4 or 5 spots from IR. It seems like every year it's always 2-3 spots go for Elijah Mitchell, and that kind of hurts us, man. It's really a bad thing, because it's happened. It's bite us in the ass a few times. 2019 Super Bowl, when we went to the Super Bowl, we had to bring up 2 guys. Alexander, we had 1 spot left, or DJ Jones, and we picked Alexander. Imagine DJ Jones in that effing Super Bowl if we would have been able to bring him back. So, I mean, there's something to think about in 49ers land about that. So, it's good to have Ty Davis-Price. I know a lot of people are happy. Hopefully he could develop better, because I mean, that 3rd round pick pretty much down the drain. And let's be real, that Danny Gray play right there, that might be down the drain too. So a lot to think about in 49er land. But Winstead, wish him the best of luck, and hopefully he comes back, man, because you really can't teach that 6'4", 210. You just can't teach that, man. So we'll see.
All right, well, you guys let us know in the comments what you guys think about Winstead being cut. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. See y'all next time.
Peace.